Yesterday, my conversation with Roger Wilson, who is helping progressive candidates learn how to run for office, how to tell their stories. We did a little role-playing thing where I was pretending to be a candidate for office. He was pretending to be himself. And he was like, why do you want to run for office? And I said, well, because I want to hold corporate criminals to account. And he was like, well, what does that mean? And I said, well, they've harmed a lot of, or why? And I said, well, they've harmed a lot of people. And he said, well, how have they harmed you? And I said, my father died of mesothelioma. It was from asbestos exposure. It's a horrible, horrible way to die. And I told a little bit of that story. Today, I see this story now. Johnson & Johnson knew for decades that asbestos lurked in its baby powder. And this starts with a woman, a 52-year-old woman, Darlene Coker, who had been running a massage school. And a lot of massage therapists use baby powder. A lot of people don't like oils and creams on them. And so they use baby powder as kind of a lubricant when they're doing massage. And she had been doing that for years, 52 years old. She had 2 daughters. And she knew that her cancer, mesothelioma, arose in the delicate membrane surrounding her lungs and other organs. She knew it was as rare as it was deadly, a signature of exposure of asbestos. Fighting for every breath and in crippling pain, Coker hired Herschel Hobson, a personal injury lawyer. He honed in on a suspect, the Johnson's baby powder, that she had used on her infant children and sprinkled on herself all her life. J&J, Johnson & Johnson, has been compelled to share thousands of pages of company memos, internal reports, and other confidential documents with lawyers for some of the 11,700 people who are now claiming that Johnson & Johnson's talcum powder caused their mesothelioma. Maybe it's mesothelioma. I've heard it both ways. A Reuters examination of those documents shows that from at least 1971, these are the J&J internal documents, the internal corporate documents. From at least 1971 to the early 2000s, Johnson & Johnson's raw talc and finished powders sometimes tested positive for asbestos, and the company executives, mine managers, scientists, doctors, and lawyers fretted over the problem and how to address it while failing to disclose it to regulators or to the public. Johnson & Johnson stock is down 10%. I think they should shut the company down. Just shut them down. Kill them off. This company, if this behavior is correct, if a court determines that this company, and it certainly looks this way if you look at the internal documents, 1971, for God's sake, what is that, 50 years ago? They knew that their product had asbestos in it. You had 11,000 people who are claiming that they're dying now because of this product, and that doesn't count all the people who are already dead who we never heard from. You can kill a company. It was a routine thing up until the 1890s. States used to routinely shut down companies. Whatever state Johnson & Johnson is in, if they're found guilty of this, should cancel their corporate charter. They should get the corporate death penalty and blow away all their patents, blow away all their brands and trademarks, and let other people, ethical people, honest people, step in and step up and take over that marketplace. It's just that simple.